Rounding the Dodge City, the shortstop, Remington Miller.
Welcome to Great Bend High School Sports Complex, where the Great Bend Panthers taking on the Dodge City Red Demons today. I'd have you along on GreatBendPost.com. Just underway, Tucker Smith from Dodge City grounds out short to first. It brings up Remington Miller, the shortstop. He hits one on the ground to Combs at second. Easy flip to first. And Chase Gruber off to a really good start here in this one as he retires the first two batters on quick counts. Aiden Sowers now the pitcher. He's batting .481 on the season. He'll step in from the left side. Here at the Great Bend Sports Complex. First pitch outside. 4-1. Second pitch in. That one also hit on the ground, but foul to the left side. One inning complete here. So we work through some technical difficulties here. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1-2-3 inning for Chase Gruber as Tucker Smith and Remington Miller ground out for Dodge City. Aiden Sauer goes down on strikes, and one half is complete here. Great Bend with Dodge City with 0. Great Bend coming to bat here in the first inning of play. The Dodge City Red Demons come to town with a 3-6 record. The Great Bend Panthers 6-3 on the season. Great Bend Panther batting lineup today will feature Sage Kelch leading off. Kelch, a shortstop, batting .488 on the season. Paco Hernandez, a left fielder, bats second. He has a .533 batting average. That is the top batting average on the team. He also leads in RBIs with 9 and in hits with 16. Chase Gruber, today's pitcher, is batting .500 on the year. He has 8 RBIs and 14 hits for the Panthers. Steph Spray, the first baseman, is in the cleanup spot. He's batting .345 with 10 hits. Gavin Hopperman, the center fielder, batting .357. He has 10 RBIs and 10 hits on the season. Bottom part of the order, batting in the sixth hole, will be Brad Beck. Beck batting .208 on the season as the catcher. Tyler Stuhlstotz will be the designated hitter today. He is batting .167. Carter Combs, the second baseman, bats .286. And Joseph Mader, the right fielder, swinging at .182 on the season. So for the Panthers, Kelch, Hernandez, and Gruber. The middle of the order, Spray, Hopperman, and Beck. And the bottom third, Stuhlstotz, Combs, and Mader. Aiden Sowers takes the mound for the Dodge City Red Demons. Left-hander, tall, lanky left-hander. Throwing for the Demons. Sowers on the season, then .820 ERA. He has 1 loss on the season. This is the 5th game that he has appeared in for the Dodge City Red Demons. Leading off for the Great Bend Panthers, Sage Kelch, the Panther shortstop. .448 his season batting average. Coming in with 13 hits, one of the hit leaders for the Great Bend Panthers. Kelch at the back of the batter's box, fairly close to the plate. Sowers' first pitch, in there for a called strike. 1-2-3 inning for the Red Demons. in the first. Panthers send their leadoff batter to the plate here. That one inside hits Kelch, and he will get first base. So the Panthers have their first base runner. There's 2 pitches into the ball game, and we'll bring Paco Hernandez to the plate. Paco, Panthers left fielder, leading the team in batting average, leading the team in hits, and one of the team leaders in RBIs. First pitch called strike. Aiden Sowers has the signal. Throws over to first. And diving in safely. Coming to the plate. Hernandez fouls that one out of play. Hernandez back in. Crowding the plate. Pitch from Sowers. Hit high in the air to right field. Right fielder judging the wind. Moves over to right center field and pulls it in. So Hernandez hits it hard. It flies to the right fielder and right center. I'll bring Chase Gruber to the plate. Gruber batting .500 on the year. Also on the hill today for the Great Bend Panthers. That pitch down low for ball 1. Runner at first, Sace Kelch. Decent lead. Pitch outside, they throw back to first. Kelch goes diving back in. He has had himself a pretty healthy lead, but was able to get back in. Sowers from the stretch, brings it in, brings it way inside. And the count now 2-1. Panther pitcher Chase Gruber. Taking his lead off of first. It's Kelch. Pitch down is called a strike outside corner at the bottom of the zone. Got the call. So now 2-2 the count with 1 on, 1 out. That one way outside. And the count goes full to Chase Gruber. Gruber hitting in the 3-hole. Steph Spray on deck for GBHS. Gruber looks down at Coach Beck. Kelch with the lead. Will walk back to first as Sowers throws over it. Just underway here, bottom of the first. The Great Bend Sports Complex invites you to come on out if you're in the area. There's one hit on the ground, into the hole, into right field. Kelch will turn at second, but stay there. And Panthers have runners at first and second of the Chase Gruber single. 60 degrees at game time. Overcast skies. Stiff wind out of the south at 27 miles per hour with gusts to 36. If you have a windbreak, it's not too bad a night for baseball. If you're sitting out with the wind at your back or at your side, down the baselines, you're maybe under a blanket. First pitch into Spray, calls strike 1. Sowers looks at second, brings it home. Spray hits a chopper on the ground, fielded by Sowers. He'll throw to first, gets the first base, gets there, but runners will advance, so Panthers will have runners at second to third. As spray will be out. I'll bring Gavin Haberman to the plate. Haberman, the center fielder, batting .357. 10 RBIs and 10 hits on the season. A hit right here would be sweet. First pitch is in there for a call strike as Haberman was taking all the way. Kelsch at third, Gruber at second. That pitch outside evens the count at 1-1. Panthers trying to manufacture a run or two here in the first. Pitch from Sowers. Up high, ball 3. Haberman gets on. Brad Beck is in the on-deck circle. Still has his shin guards on from his catching duties. Pitch from Sowers. Hit high in the air, foul, and it will get out of play. So now we have 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on for the Great Bend Panthers. Haberman steps in. Sowers brings it home. Ball, strike, no, outside. Woo! Dodge City was headed to the dugout. They thought it was strike 3. The umpire never did pull the cord. He said, no, it's outside. We're at 3-2. So now we'll do it again. Haberman takes that one up high for ball 4, and the bases are loaded. What a plate appearance for Haberman. Disciplined at the plate. Got the walk. That'll bring Brad Beck to the plate. Beck batting .208 on the season. In a big spot here early in this contest. The base is full of Panthers. Panther growling on every bag. Beck digs in. Sowers pitch up high, ball 1. Tyler Stulstos, the DH on deck for GBHS. Pitch from Sowers, way up high. In fact, bounces out of the glove of the catcher Rickenberg, but doesn't roll too far away from home plate, so the Panthers stay put. Sowers looks in, has the sign, and the pitch. That's in there for a call strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Bases loaded for the Panthers here in the bottom of the first. No score in this one. Sowers brings it home. Outside, ball 3. Beck has a count in his favor, 3-1. Kelsch at third, Gruber at second, Haberman at first for the Panthers. Pitch, called strike 2. So now the count is full, so everybody will be off with the pitch. 3-2 count. Panther catcher Brad Beck. Sowers in the windup. The pitch. Hit on the ground, knocked down by the shortstop, and we get to throw at first. No, safe at first, but now they got runner caught in the rundown. Gruber back and forth, will be tagged out. But the Panthers get a run across. Sage Kelsch comes in to score. Beck will be safe on the fielder's choice. Gruber will get third and then get cut down at the plate in a rundown for the final out of the inning. So in the inning for the Panthers, 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and we'll have 2 runners left on base. 1 complete. It's Great Bend 1, Dodge City 0. This is Panther baseball on the Great Bend Post. Glad to have you along for Panther Baseball today on the Great Bend Post. Randy Gearing here. Our thanks to the Venture Corporation, the Field House, Animal Medical Center, and Empire Realty for making our broadcast possible today. Top of the second now for the Dodge City Red Demons. He'll send 4, 5, and 6 to the plate. Chasten Keck, the first baseman, leading off. Eric Mendoza and then Caleb Miles due up. Chase Gruber back to the mound for his second inning of work. That pitch hit foul down the right field line and out of play. Gruber has a signal from Beck and brings it home. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the second strikeout of the day for Chase Gruber as he strikes out the number 3 and 4 hitters who have a batting average, combined batting average, averaging about 440. I'll bring Eric Mendoza to the plate, the third baseman. He's the first batter that Gruber has seen that has a batting average under 300. In fact, he's under 200 at 194 on the season. First pitch misses for ball 1. That one is a called strike at the knees for an even count now at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Panthers up 1-0. That pitch down low. Count goes to 2-1. Gruber winds, brings it in, catches the outside corner for a called strike 2. Count level at 2-2. Nobody on for the Red Demons here in the top of the second. Pitch from Gruber. Tried to catch a corner, left it just a little bit wide, and the count goes full of 3-2. First full count that Gruber has had this evening. And there's one right down the pike, swing and a miss for strike 3. Gruber struck out 3 in a row. Wind blowing in from the south, which is right down home plate to the left field foul pole. May be diminishing slightly, but still a pretty solid breeze here at the Great Bend Sports Complex. Now Caleb Miles to the plate. Miles is the second baseman. He gets his bat on the ball, but not much of it as he just floats a little liner out to Carter Combs at second base, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for the Dodge City Red Demons. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Great Bend 1, Dodge City 0. This is Panther Baseball on the Great Bend Post. Bottom of the second, Great Bend Panthers come to the plate. Panthers will send up 7, 8, and 9 in the order. Wrong side of the sheet there. Let's go back to the Panther side. It's still 7, 8, and 9. Stillstotes, Combs, and Mater. Stillstotes swinging at the first pitch. Pops it in the air. Second baseman out on the grass. Drops the ball in the wind. The wind pushed him around. We saw a lot of that in the JV game. You don't expect as much in the varsity game, but everything is in play till the umpire says out. That will have to go as an E4 on Miles. Even though it's a difficult play with the up in the wind. I'll bring Carter Combs to the plate. Combs, the second baseman, averaging .286 on the season. Looks down at Coach Beck and has a call. Stillstotes with the lead off of first. Sowers to the plate. Shows bunt. Bunted foul. Stoltz will return to first. Combs at the plate. Joseph Mater, the right fielder, on deck. Then back to the top of the order. Panthers can keep her going here in the second with a 1-0 lead. Sowers brings it home. Bunt shown again. This one is down the third base line, but rolls foul. 2 bounces in fair territory and then crossed the line. And things with the artificial turf here, the new turf here, you can pretty well gauge quickly whether those are going to stay fair or roll foul. A lot more so than with the dirt, where it would catch a little rock sometimes and change direction. Combs probably now swinging away with 2 strikes on him. The pitch is a swing and a miss for the first strikeout of the day for Aiden Sowers. Now the right fielder, Joseph Mater, to the plate. Mater batting 182 on the season. The top 5 in the Panther lineup all batting .345 or better. Mater with a swing and a miss, throw down to first. Stoltz goes sliding back in, head first. Bottom 4 Panthers in the lineup, striving to get back to the 300 mark. Dodge City's lineup is much the same. We'll look at that when they're at the plate. There's a call strike. And now 0-2 the count on Mater. Mater, the right fielder. Stoltz, safe on an error to start the inning. Stands at first base with 1 out. Pitch from Sowers. In the turf, gets away. Running to second will be Stoltz. Pass ball will advance Stoltz to second base. Didn't roll far away from Rickenberg, but kind of rolled behind him and the umpire. By the time he could circle around and get it, Stoltz was pretty well standing on the bag. Mater, safety swing, just gets a little aluminum on the ball and pushes it foul. Stay alive with the ball and 2 strikes. One 1-0 Panther advantage here as Great Bend bats in the bottom of the second. Sowers from the stretch, inside and low. No, a called strike. Oh, umpire didn't give us much of a strike call on that one. Mater turns and walks to the dugout. First I realized that it was a strike. Sowers now with back-to-back strikeouts. We go to the top of the order and Sage Kelch to the plate. Kelch was hit by a pitch and scored the Panthers' lone run. Pitch from Sowers, hit in the air to center field, dropping down, and it's down. A base hit will score another run. Coming around is Stoltz to score. Solid single there by Sage Kelch. Now Paco Hernandez to the plate. Paco hit the ball well in his first at-bat, but flew out to center fielder. Center fielder had to go a long ways into right center to catch it. Pitch to Paco. That one is hit in the air to center field. This time the center fielder coming on. He'll make the catch and retire the Panthers. So Paco's hit the ball in the air well on both occasions, but both were caught. 2 innings in the book for the Panthers in the inning. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. 2 complete. It's Great Bend 2, Dodge City 0. This is Panther Baseball on GreatBendPost.com.
You got hot coffee? No, I'll give you a warm coffee.
It would not be melted marshmallows.
I want warm chocolate. Not hot chocolate, warm chocolate.
At the Great Bend Sports Complex, we go to the third inning of play here. The Dodge City Red Demons will send their 7, 8, and 9 hitters to the plate. Sage Rickenberg, Leighton Blatnick, and Dawson Taylor. We mentioned early that earlier in the Panther half of the inning, as they were batting, that the top of the lineup really has the high percentage hitters. Bottom of the lineup, not so much, and that's much the same for the Dodge City Red Demons. Their first 4 hitters are all batting over 400. But only one of the bottom 5 hitters are above 300. And so we'll see both of them kind of about the same thing. There's a simple bouncer to Steph Spray at first base. He'll take it unassisted for the putout of Rickenberg, the catcher. That'll bring Leighton Blandick to the plate. Blandick is the right fielder, batting .269 on the season. Pitch to Blatnick up high for ball 1. Panther baseball on the Great Bend Post, brought to you by the Field House. They believe the highest standards of physical fitness training and have been leading that facility since 2000. Staff members at the Field House actively enriching the lives of members and creating a community of like-minded people who love being healthy and strong. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike, the count to Blatnick. Dawson Taylor on deck. Pitch from Gruber's hit in the air. Foul territory. Spray will wander into foul territory, still on the turf, and gloves it for the second out. So Spray, both outs in the inning so far. We'll bring Dawson Taylor to the plate. Taylor batting .292 on the season. He will bat from the left side against Chase Gruber. Now an hit on the ground to short. Kelsch has it across the diamond to Spray for the putout. Spray gets credit for all 3 putouts in the inning, and the Dodge City Red Demons go in order in the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. To the bottom of the third we go. It's Great Bend 2, Dodge City 0. At the Great Bend Sports Complex, I'm Randy Gehring with live Panther baseball on GreatBendPost.com. Panthers and the Dodge City Red Demons in a big whack battle here. Panthers will bring Chase Gruber, Steph Spray, and Gavin Huberman to the plate here in the third. Panther baseball on the Great Bend Post, brought to you by Animal Medical Center. Large or small, they take care of them all. Also by Empire Realty. First pitch to Gruber from Aiden Sowers, back on the mound for his third inning of work. Bounces in front of the plate and back to the screen for ball 1. Next offering from Sowers, that one catches the corner for strike 1. So the count even at 1-1. Gruber, a base hit in the first inning of play. He was caught in the rundown that ended the inning between third and home plate. Gruber hits that one on the ground but chops it foul down the third baseline. And now Sowers moves ahead in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Chase Gruber leading off the third inning. Gruber coming in, batting an even .500. That one way outside. That was supposed to be a breaking ball that didn't break. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count to Gruber. Sowers brings it home. That one hit on the ground to third. Glove there by Mendoza across the diamond to Keck at first base for the putout. So Gruber retired. They'll bring Steph Spray to the plate. Spray was retired on a ground out to the mound in the first inning of play. Sowers' first delivery is down the pike for strike one. Gavin Haberman on deck for GBHS. Pitch inside. Counts even. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on for the Panthers here in the bottom of the third, carrying a 2-0 advantage. Pitch from Sowers, down low. Spray ahead in the count at 2-1. Breckenberg giving the signs. Sowers winds and brings it in. That one catches the bottom part of the zone for a called strike. Count even now at 2-2. Spray towards the plate in the batter's box. Hits that one on the ground to second baseman Miles. He gloves it over to first for the putout. So 2 ground balls here in the inning resulted in 2 outs for the Great Bend Panthers. And Gavin Haberman to the plate. Haberman drew a base on balls to load the bases in the first inning. Pitch from Sowers outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Sowers again. This one up in the air in foul territory. The catcher Rickenberg looking for it, can't get it in the wind, and falls as a harmless foul ball. Up in the air, wind blowing the ball around today. Again, wind out of the south, so blowing from home plate to the left field foul pole. Pitch from Sowers. Called strike. Ball and 2 strikes to count now to Gavin Haberman. Haberman, a .357 hitter. Pitch to Sowers. Inside. Rickenberg doing a good job to stop that. Although with nobody on deck. Or nobody on base, rather. That one also in the turf. And now the count goes full at 3-2. Full count with 2 outs. Nobody on to Haberman. Sowers with the wind and the pitch. That one hit on the ground to second baseman. Again, Miles over to Keck at first, and the Panthers go 1-2-3 for the first time today. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. 3 complete. It's Great Bend 2, Dodge City 0. This is Panther Baseball on the Great Bend Post. At the Great Bend Sports Complex, I'm Randy Gehring. Great Bend Panthers with a 2-0 lead over the Dodge City Red Demons. Top of the order for the Demons here in the fourth. Tucker Smith, Remington Miller, and Aiden Sowers due up. Chase Gruber back to the mound for his fourth inning of work for GBHS. Bunt shown, strike taken by Smith for an 0-1 count now. Smith grounded out to short, his first at-bat in the first. Now he steps out, time is granted. Steps back in, Gruber's ready to go. That one on the corner for a called strike. 0-2 the count now to Tucker Smith. Smith leading off the fourth for the Red Demons. Just a bit high. Ball and 2 strikes. I think we've set the Panthers on the infield yet. Talked about Gruber pitching and his catcher is Beck. That pitch was off the plate, but Smith was leaning for it as if he wanted it. Was able to hold off, and the count even now at 2-2. Around the infield, Steph Spray at first, Combs at second, Kelsch at short, and Poe at third. Familiar outfield with Hernandez in left, Hopperman in center, and Mater in right field for the Panthers. Pitch to Gruber. Stays high, and the count goes to 3-2. Gruber ready to go. That pitch is hit on the ground. One hopper to Combs, who can't handle it. And the Red Demons have their first base runner of the day. It was kind of hit up the middle. Combs had to go far to his right. Looked like he was waiting on the bounce off the turf, and then it skipped off the tip of his glove. Will go as an E4, and the Red Demons have their first base runner of the day. I'll bring Remington Miller to the plate. Miller grounded out to Combs in his first at-bat. Gruber from the stretch for the first time today. Throws that pitch right on the corner for a called strike. 2-0 Panthers lead. Dodge City bats in the top of the fourth. Miller looks down at Coach Shipley at third. Throws over to first. Ooh, that was close. Quick move by Gruber. Spray applied the tag, but not quite in time. Closer than I anticipated it would be, though. Gruber this time brings it home. That one's hit in the air to center field. Hopperman on his course, can't get there. Falls in front of him, and the Demons have their first hit of the day. Gruber, perfect through 3 innings, has seen his first 2 base runners, first 2 batters he's faced here in the fourth reach base. One on an error and one on a solid single. So they'll bring Aiden Sowers to the plate. Sowers throws left-handed, bats left-handed. Struck out in his first time at the plate. Gruber looks in. Pitch is way outside for ball 1. Chase Gruber came into the game with 19 innings of work, so add 3+. There's one in the air. Hopperman that one will fall in front of Hopperman as well. They hold the runner at third, and the bases are loaded. So bases loaded with Red Demons and nobody out here. Panthers look good through the first 3 innings, having the 2-0 lead, but the Demons making some noise here in the fourth. Gruber a 1.4 ERA. There's a chopper on the ground. Kelsch has it. He'll go to second for the first out. To first, that throw gets away from Spray, and 2 runs will score. 1 on the hit, 1 on the air. And the game is tied. Will go officially as an E4. Out at second on the 6-4 put out, but the throw to first was errant. That allowed Miller to come around and score in addition to Smith. Coming in on the ground ball and ending up at second will be Keck. That'll bring Eric Mendoza to the plate. Game tied now at 2 after the Panthers held the 2-0 lead after 3. Haven't hit it foul and out of play behind us. Mendoza, strikeout victim in the first. That's 194 on the season. Gruber looks in. Goes to the stretch. Pitch chopped over the mound. Combs has it, throws to first, got him at first. Not an easy play for Carter Combs as he had to take that one on the short hop behind the mound. Get it to spray in time. It will advance Keck to third base. So the Demons have the lead run now 90 feet away with 2 outs in the inning. And Caleb Miles at the plate. Miles grounded out to Combs at second. In the second inning of play. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. 2-2 game here. Whack battle between Dodge City and Great Bend. Swing and a miss. And Gruber quickly ahead in the count at 2-0. Throw back to the mound, bounces away. Gruber's able to hop off the hill and glove it. Gruber from the stretch. Swing and a miss, and the Panthers are out of the inning. But the Dodge City Demons tie things up. They score 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 Panther errors, and 1 runner left on base. Through 3.5, we're tied at 2. This is Panther baseball on the Great Bend Post. Panther baseball on the Great Bend Post, a presentation of the Venture Corporation, encouraging you to shop a local and help a neighbor. The Venture Corporation, and also brought to you by the Field House. Field House, I need to check out all of the facilities they have. And to the bottom of the 4th, Beck, Stulstos, and Combs due up for the Great Bend Panthers. Panthers retired in order for the first time in the game in the 3rd inning of play, and then Dodge City comes back to score 2 runs. So a good sequence by Dodge City standards. See if Panthers get things going. Ooh, just foul. Coach Randy Beck says it went over the third base bag. It was close. Umpire at home plate ruling foul ball, and Brad Beck will come back to the plate and try it again. That one was headed to the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Beck. That one outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to the Panther catcher. Beck hits that one in the air to center field. Center fielder Smith ranging over to his right. Reaches up and pulls it in. So what looked like a double for Beck ends up as a flyout. And the 6th straight batter retired by Aiden Sowers. That'll bring Tyler Stulstos to the plate. Still so safe on an air. Hits this one in the air. Center fielder Smith comes in fast, now settles under it, and has it for the second out. Stulsos hits it in the air twice. First time unable to pull it in out of the breeze. The second time, center fielder Smith read it all the way, and that'll bring Carter Combs to the plate. Combs, the second baseman, is a strikeout victim in the second inning. Pitch up high for ball one. Panthers, one in the first, one in the second. Dodge City, 2 in the fourth. Pulls this game even at 2-2. 2-0 the count now to Combs. 2 out, nobody on for the Panthers. Pitch by Sowers. Down low, 3-0 the count. Combs looks down at Coach Beck in the third base box. That one's way outside, actually gets away from the catcher, rolls back to the screen. But Beck, or rather Combs, will just trot down to first. No attempt to take second. Home plate, much closer to the screen on the artificial turf than it was on the natural dirt and grass here at the Great Bend Sports Complex. So it makes opportunities to turn plays like that into 2 bases not nearly as likely. There's the ball hit well into left field, and it drops right in front of the left fielder Miller. And Mader, Joseph Mader, has his first hit of the day. Runners at first and second for the Panthers. We go to the top of the order, and Sage Kelch to the plate. Kelch is hit by a pitch and scored the Panthers' first run, singled in the second. So he's been on base with both of his plate appearances today. Combs at second, Mader at first for GBHS. A 2-out rally do the Panthers good here. Aiden to the stretch, the pitch to Kelch. Up high for ball one. Sowers looks things over, brings it home. That is hit hard, but right at the shortstop. They'll go to third for the putout. Force out there, and the inning is over. So out on a unusual 6-5 putout. Don't see that one too often. But that's how it'll go into the book. And for the Panthers, it'll be no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. We are through 4 innings of play. It's Great Bend 2, Dodge City 2. This is Panther Baseball on GreatBendPost.com.
I'm not going to throw him under either.
At the Great Bend Sports Complex, I'm Randy Gearing with Panther Baseball. Other Panther teams in action today. The softball team playing this evening at Hayes, and the soccer team at Garden City in Panther action today. Chase Gruber back to the hill for his 5th inning of work. For the Red Demons, it will be 7, 8, and 9 in the order. Catcher Sage Rickenberger starting it off. Takes the first pitch for a ball and the second pitch for a strike from Gruber. Gruber working quickly today. That one hit hard down the first baseline, but foul by a couple of feet. It was close. Not quite as close as Beck's down the third baseline, but this one was also in the air as it went past the bag and landed foul. Gruber winds and brings it home. That should be strike 3. Yes, it is. Rickenberg tried to pull a swing back, but he had committed. And the umpire calls him out for the 5th strikeout of the day for Chase Gruber. That'll bring Leighton Blantic to the plate. Blantic, the right fielder for the Demons. Gruber's first pitch is up high. Blantic popped out Steph Spray at first base in his first plate appearance in the 3rd. Gruber winds, brings it home, and a swing and a miss by Blantic. Panther Baseball on the Great Bend Post, brought to you by the Animal Medical Center and Empire Realty. Tell them thanks for getting the stream going on Great Bend Post. 2 balls, 1 strike the count to Blantic, the 8-hole hitter. Dawson Taylor on deck. 1 out for the Demons here in the 5th. There's a high chopper. 3rd baseman Poe across the diamond, in time to get him. But Poe had to wait for that one to come down on the turf. It bounced high in the air, but Poe played it well, executed well on the 5-3 putout. Got Blantic by half a step. I'll bring Dawson Taylor to the plate. Taylor, left-handed batter, digs in right in the middle of the batter's box. Middle, vertical and horizontally. Or portrait and landscape, if you wish. There's the throw back that rolls to the 2nd baseman. Beck has had some issues throwing the ball back to his catcher, and now Randy Beck is coming out onto the field, asked for timeout. I'm wondering if he wants to talk to his catcher more than his pitcher, and it does look like it's a Beck-to-Beck conversation. Whole infield gathered around Coach Beck, who has a few quick words with him and sends them back to their positions. 2-2 is our score. Great Bend and Dodge City in the top of the 5th inning of play. 2 Dodge City Red Demons are out. Nobody on in the inning here. Gruber, a pitch way outside. Beck blows it. And that one too bounces back to the mound. It'll be interesting if Dodge City gets runners on base if they try to run on Beck. Gruber's pitch in there for a called strike. Now a ball and 2 strikes to count to Dawson Taylor, the 9-hole hitter for the Red Demons. Gruber winds it up, swing and a miss. K number 6 for Chase Gruber, and the Demons go 1-2-3. Through 4.5, it's Great Bend 2, Dodge City 2. This is Panther Baseball on the Great Bend Post.
She works for the guy who does them all. Go right now. Work tomorrow. Yeah, it'll work tomorrow. I would know. I got a shot all the time when I play. He does it for, it's not like,
Oh crap, I got it done in here.
yeah, but I have done here, I have done here.
Great Bend Panther Baseball streamcast on Great Bend Post. Thanks to the Venture Corporation, the Fieldhouse, Animal Medical Center, Empire Realty. Special thanks to Chris Spray and Scott Mader for putting the whole project together and getting the non-broadcast games, at least for the most part. We'll see if we can get them all covered during the course of the year on the audio stream here on GreatBendPost.com. 2, 3, and 4 for the Panthers. Paco Hernandez steps in from the left side. First pitch he takes for a called strike. Paco has hit the ball well and in the air both times he's been at the plate. One ended up in the right fielder's glove and the other in the center fielder's glove. Paco gets that one up in the air too, but it'll get out of play. Back behind us. Next action for the Panthers coming up on Thursday. They're back here at the Sports Complex where they will take on the Hayes High Indians. 4 o'clock for the JV game, the varsity game to follow. We'll have the varsity stream right here on GreatBendPost.com. Sowers winds, brings it in. Paco Hernandez hits that one in the air. That one falling into right center field, right in front of the Blantic, the right fielder, who couldn't get there to pull that one in. And Hernandez has a base hit. I'll bring the pitcher Chase Gruber to the plate. Gruber 1 for 2 on the day, a single in the first, grounded out in the third. Runner at first, nobody on for the Panthers here in the fifth. Allen hit in the air towards right center field. That could be a gapper. It is down in the gap. It will drop on to third. Will go Paco Hernandez. Great base running by Chase Gruber as he went about halfway and then noticed nobody was covering second base. He couldn't go straight for the double because Hernandez had to hold up, make sure the ball didn't get caught, so he's only able to advance to third base. But Hernandez will go first to third. Gruber will give him a single and second base on the return of the ball to the infield with nobody guarding second base. And there's Steph Spray down the first baseline in fair territory. That will score 2. Spray on his way to second, and he will stop there with a double. Back-to-back-to-back hits for the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the Great Bend Panther lineup. And the Panthers have regained the lead at 4-2. Gavin Haberman will come to the plate, but first, Coach Shipley will walk out to the mound and visit with his team, pitcher Aiden Sowers. At the Great Bend Sports Complex, I've had the opportunity to walk out on the turf before, but this is the first game I've been able to experience since the turf was installed. Obviously looks great. Home plate a little closer to the backstop than it used to be, which is a move I approve of. Thought that home plate was way out there as a fan watching the game, and that also made for a huge amount of foul territory. We still have a lot of foul territory here, but not as much as we used to. However, by pulling home plate back closer to the backstop, it did make it a little farther to the fence. We're 325 down the lines here at the Sports Complex. Ball hit on the ground to the shortstop. They'll look Spray back to second base, and Haberman will be out on the 6-3 put out for the first out of the inning. 325 down the lines. It is symmetrical still here at the ballpark. 325 down the lines, 375 in the alleys, and a cool 400 feet to straightaway center field. So, high school ball, if you hit a home run in this park, you've earned it. You got some guns in those arms there. 1 out now, runner at second, 2 in. There's a chopper foul by Brad Beck. Beck safe on a fielder's choice in the first. Flew out to center field in the fourth. Bats here in the fifth with 2 in, 1 on, and 1 out. And 1 strike to count to Beck. That one inside. Gets away. No, it hit Beck. The call is a hit pitch. Spray was headed off to third. Umpire tells him, no, it's a hit pitch. You're going to have to return. Now a courtesy runner comes in. It's actually going to be a pinch runner. It'll be Maddox Spray, brother for brother, checking in here. So Maddox will come in and run. I imagine that Steph will re-enter the lineup. Okay, safe at first. Get my score sheet caught up here with the hit by pitch is Brad Beck. That's the second hit batsman for Aiden Sowers today. Sowers has walked 2 and also struck out 2 in the contest. Now at the plate, Tyler Stuhlstotz. Pitch in the turf, dug out there by Rickenberg, the catcher. So runners at first and second. I can still say Spray at second. I don't have to change that on my score sheet. It's just the younger Spray, Maddox Spray at second. Oh, a little delay. I don't know if it's like the umpire might have gotten something in his eye, or that the catcher got hit. I think the catcher got hit in a compromising place and is trying to work it off and walk it off now around home plate. Umpire asking him, Rickenberg, if he's ready, and the answer is not really. Rickenberg now back behind home plate, settling down into his crouch, and we're back to play. 1 ball the count to Stuhlstotz. Allen hit right at the shortstop, and he'll double off Spray at second base. I thought that was going into the outfield, but it hung up just long enough for Miller to get to it, and the line drive out will turn into a double play and wrap up the inning. For the Panthers, 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and we'll have 1 runner left on base. 5 complete in this WAC game. It's Great Bend 4, Dodge City 2. This is Panther baseball on the Great Bend Post. Sixth inning of play here at the Great Bend Sports Complex. The Great Bend Panthers and the Dodge City Red Demons. Top of the order for the Demons, Smith, Miller, and Sowers. For Dodge City, bunt down the third baseline. Gruber throws that one way over the head of the first baseman. And on to third will be Smith. Now that ball gets away, but nicely backed up by Paco Hernandez, the left fielder. And so Tucker Smith on a 3-base error will end up at third base. A bunt maybe went 20 feet in front of the plate, sends him 90, 180, 270 feet around the base paths to third base. Gruber now to Remington Miller. High for ball 1. Miller singled in the 4th, grounded out in the 1st. 1 for 2 at the plate today. Gruber in the stretch, the pitch. Fouled out of play on the right side. Count even at 1-1. 1-1. With 1 runner on. Nobody out for the Demons here in the 6th. Allen hit right back, and then Panthers have a double play opportunity. They got it at third. Line drive to the pitcher, Gruber, who goes to Poe at third base for the putout. So it'll be 1-3 for the putout of Smith. It will be a line drive, 1 unassisted for the putout on Miller. And now Aiden Sowers comes to the plate with nobody on and 2 outs. Boy, the perspective in baseball can change quickly. Sowers from the left side. First pitch in there for a called strike. Sowers 1 for 2 on the day. Struck out in the first, singled in the fourth. The fourth, the inning in which the Red Demons got their 2 runs. Pitch to Sowers down low. Four-2 lead for Great Bend High. Dodge City batting here in the top of the 6th. Gruber's pitch hit high in the air to center field. Center fielder Haberman going back, has a beat on it and pulls it in. Sowers hit that one a long way, but at the Great Bend Sports Complex, even in the wind, that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1-2-3. Well, not exactly 1-2-3, but only 3 batters to the plate. No runs, no hits, 1 Panther error, and nobody left on base. To the bottom of the 6th we go. It's Great Bend 4, Dodge City 2. Panther baseball is on the Great Bend Post. To the 6th inning, the bottom of the 6th we go with the Great Bend Sports Complex. Glad to have you along for Panther Baseball. I'm Randy Gearing. Dodge City Red Demons make a pitching change. Keck and Sowers just trade places. Keck comes in from first base to be the pitcher. Sowers will move over and take his position at the first base bag. Both guys built pretty similarly. The difference is that Chasen Keck will throw from the right side, while Sowers from the left. Sun breaking through here at the sports complex. Swing and a miss to Combs on the first pitch. It's Combs, Mater, and Kelsch due up for the Panthers here in the bottom of the 6th. Great Bend with a 4-2 lead. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the 5th. Another swing and a miss by Combs. Obviously, Keck has a different something, as Combs has been off balance and weak on both of those swings. And just held up on that one for a ball and 2 strikes. Kick to the windup and the pitch. Hit to the third baseman. Nice job there to back up, get it on the ground, and out at first. Oh, bang, bang play at first. Carter Combs couldn't leg it out there. Great job by the third baseman, Mendoza, who had to wait for it to come down, but still got it at the third base bag. High above his head, he gloved it, threw it across the diamond, and the speedy Carter Combs was within a few inches of beating it out, but it's out number 1 for the Great Bend Panthers. Now Joseph Mater at the plate. Mater a single in his last at-bat in the 4th. Takes the first pitch off the plate for ball 1. Mater crowding the plate as best he can. Swings through that one for even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The Panthers bat in the bottom of the 6th. That one, a swing and a miss, a check swing that goes as a swing for Mater. Keck looks in, he's ready. That one outside bounces in. Count even at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on for the Great Bend Panthers, who have a two-run advantage here in the bottom of the 6th. Keck winds it up, brings it home. That one called strike 3, and Mater strikes out. Panther Baseball and the Great Bend Post brought to you by Empire Realty Group. Find your Empire. Give your favorite realtor at Empire a call. Top of the order, Sage Kelch to the plate. Kelch adjusting his batting gloves. A little conversation with the umpire as he does so. Kelch taking a little extra time here, making Keck stand out there on the mound as he's quickly got 2 outs in his first inning of work. There's a call strike to Kelch. Kelch hit by pitch in the first, single in the second, and safe on a fielder's choice in the 4th. Swing and a miss by Kelch. So 0-2 the count now. The Panther leadoff batter. Keck brings it in. That one's hit on the ground to the left side. Third baseman Mendoza has it across the diamond and out at first base. So the Panthers go 1-2-3 in the 6th inning of play. We go to the 7th. 3 outs to go. Panthers have a 2-run lead. It's Great Bend 4, Dodge City 2. This is Panther Baseball on the Great Bend Post. To the 7th inning we go. Great Bend Panthers, Chase Gruber trying for the complete game today. He's 3 outs away. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 in the order, the heart of the order for the Dodge City Red Demons. Gruber's first pitch will be hit into center field, a solid single to start the inning for the Red Demons. Red Demons scored both of their runs back in the 4th. Alec Mendoza now to the plate. Mendoza 0 for 3. Keck, now the pitcher, gets a courtesy runner. As the Red Demons bring in, I missed the number. They have a courtesy runner for Keck at first. Mendoza at the plate, swing and a miss on that pitch up high. One strike the count now to Mendoza. Gruber throws a strike. So 0-2 the count. Allen hit in the air. That could be a gapper in left center field. It will go down. Picked up by the center fielder. Throws in to third base. And Mendoza with a double. Now Dodge City Red Demons have the tying run at second and the go-ahead run at the plate. The Panthers have brought Tyler Stulsatz in behind the plate for Beck. Now Randy Beck wants to make some adjustments as he steps out of the dugout. Oh, they're going to. Oh, they're thinking that perhaps that Keck missed, or this courtesy runner missed second base. Panthers throw over to second, and umpire says, all's good. Let's play ball. So runners at second and third, nobody out. Gruber. Pitch stays high for ball one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gruber has had 5 1-2-3 innings. All of the damage coming in the fourth. Dodge City off to a good start here in the seventh. There's a swing and a miss. Outside of the fourth, the Gruber has been perfect today. At least going 1-2-3. He did have one inning that started with an error, but got the double play. Now timeout asked for by Caleb Miles, the second baseman, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Pitch by Gruber, swing and a miss. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Keck started the inning with a single. Mendoza followed with a double. They stand at second and third with nobody out. Gruber to the stretch. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One big out for the Panthers. I'll bring Sage Rickenberg to the plate. Rickenberg, the catcher. Grounded out to Spray at first base and struck out his 2 times up in the third and the fifth. He bats here in the seventh. Gruber's pitch is fouled out of play for strike 1. Top of the seventh, Panthers with a 2-run advantage, but the tying run at second base with 1 out for the Demons. Gruber leaves it outside, count even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Stulstos looks to the dugout, relays a sign to his pitcher. Gruber is ready to go. He's been working quick all day. Foul tip. Fouled it off his ankle. Rickenberg, catcher position, got beat up defensively. Now fouls one off his ankle offensively. A couple bruises to show for today's action. Ball and 2 strikes. Gruber to the stretch, the pitch. Leaves it up high. Good time to waste one. And we'll reset with 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on. 1 out for the Demons. Panthers with a 2-run lead. Gruber from the stretch. Way outside, comes back to the screen. Runner coming home, and he will score. So a wild pitch. Makes it a 1-run game now with the tying run at third. The count at 3-2, full count to Rickenberg. Gruber to the stretch. That one's fouled back to the screen. And Rickenberg stays alive to see another offering from the Panther pitcher. Gruber shaking off Stulstos. Now has what he wants. Pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 down with the tying run standing at third. Leighton Blantic, the right fielder, comes to the plate. Blantic grounded out to third. His last at-bat. Stands in on the right side. Pitch from Gruber. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Chase Gruber trying to complete the game here. Panthers with a 4-3 advantage in the top of the 7th. That one fouled back to the screen, and Gruber's now 1 strike away. Gruber mounts the pitching rubber. Has a sign, doesn't like it, asks for a different one. He'll take the 3rd one offered by Stulstos. Pitch from Gruber, up high, 1-2. the count. Tying run at third, 2 outs for the Red Demons here in the top of the 7th inning. Panthers trying to close it out here and claim another whack win. Gruber, the pitch, hit in the air to right field. Mater, few steps to the right, comes in, squeezes it. Ball game's over. The Panthers win it. 4-3 your final score. The Great Bend Panthers and the Dodge City Red Demons in a good Western Athletic battle. Panthers with 2 in the first, 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and 2 in the 5th for their 4 runs. Dodge City with 2 in the 4th and 1 in the 7th to make it a 4-3 victory for the Great Bend Panthers. We'll have some final thoughts and stats on today's contest after you hear this, as the Great Bend Panther Baseball Streamcast is on Great Bend Post.
Well, it was nice to meet you. What's your name?
April.
Hey, my name is Nora.
Oh, your sister.
I need a piece of paper with your.
Okay. This.
I know. Rocky.
TV network.
I get them in the mail.
Okay.
We had one just the other day. We got another letter from somebody. And the guy wants you to just sign his card. I'm like, I'll get you.
She wants to have your baseball buddy.
No.
Back at the Great Bend Sports Complex, Randy Gearing with your Great Bend Post Streamcast today as the Great Bend Panthers defeat the Dodge City Red Demons 4-3 in a Western Athletic Conference battle. Chase Gruber goes the distance for the Great Bend Panthers. He scatters 4 hits. As we mentioned during the streamcast, there were 5 innings in which he faced only 3 batters. In 5 of the 7 innings, he faced only 3 batters. And then the other 2 innings, the 4th, Dodge City scored their 2 runs, and in the 7th they scored 1 and left the tying run at third base as Gruber got the last 3 batters that he faced, strikeout, and fly ball to right field to wrap up the contest. Line score for the Panthers, 4 runs on 6 hits. They did commit 3 errors and left 6 runners on base. Dodge City 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base for the Red Demons. For the Panthers, a multi-hit day for Chase Gruber. Gruber not only has a complete game win, he has 2 singles and scored a run for the Great Bend Panthers. And looks like he is the only Panther to have multiple hits on the day. Extra base hit went to Steph Spray with a double. That was the only extra base hit for the Great Bend Panthers. It was just a clean game all the way through. Nobody really having a huge advantage. And other than a few throwing errors, the Panthers really botched up one inning where they had, I believe, 2 errors on 1 play, if memory serves me right. That was the 4th, where the Demons did score their 2 runs, were assisted by 2 Panther errors in that inning. But other than that, a pretty well played baseball game. As we mentioned, Gruber going the distance. Looks like he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts on the day. No walks for Gruber in the contest, and again, scattered 4 hits, and those coming in the 2 hits in the 4th and 2 hits in the 7th inning, the only hits that Gruber gave up on the day. The Great Bend Panthers win at 4-3 over the Dodge City Red Demons. Next action for the Panthers back here at the Great Bend Sports Complex Thursday evening. We'll have the streamcast for you right here on the Great Bend Post. Again, it'll be a single game with JV taking the field at 4, varsity to follow, so expect the broadcast to begin somewhere between 6 and 6:30 on your live stream here on GreatBendPost.com. Again, thanks to our sponsors for today's broadcast, the Venture Corporation, the Field House, Animal Medical Center, Empire Realty. Special thanks to Chris Spray and Scott Mater for organizing our streamcast today. Thanks for being with us for Panther Baseball on the Great Bend Post. I'm Randy Gearing. Remember to look at the sunny side of everything. Make your optimism come true. And do have a dynamic evening.